Hey everyone, I am your astrologer, Wonder Girl, taking you to new heights. Here's your weekly forecast for the week of Monday, January 8th to Monday, January 15th, 2018. Now what we've got going on this week, Cancer, is major changes, major transformations going on, okay? And these for you, Cancer, are going to be right here where the Sun, Venus, and Pluto are going to be conjunct in your 7th house of partnerships. Relationships, usually of the committed one-on-one variety in some way, okay? So these are going to be major endings and beginnings in relationships. These could also be changes in relationships, new chapters in relationships, rearranging your one-on-one relationships in some way to hopefully make them better for you. Because this is Venus and Pluto, really, it could also have a lot to do with money, changing your financial situations as well with other people, the money that you share, the time, the resources, things like that too with your relationships, okay? Because this is Pluto that's going to be in the mix, it could be very big, it could be very scary and be very intense, okay? But needing to go with the changes, needing to make the changes anyways, even if they are very big and scary, okay? So that's a big theme going on this week, especially at the beginning of this week. All right, with that going on, we also do have Mercury moving into Capricorn at the same time towards the end of the week and in a conjunction with Saturn, also in your 7th house of relationships. So as you're making a lot of changes with your relationships, one-on-one, ending and beginning things, rearranging your resources, I think you're also having some very hard conversations too with other people, or some very serious conversations too, where you may have to make some big commitments and some big decisions in the end, of course, based on some of these changes about what you want to do with people and what you want your relationships to be like in some way, okay? I think a lot of these changes that are going on and a lot of these decisions and conversations that you're having with other people do have a lot to do here where Uranus is, which is going to be in your 10th house of your career and of your life direction. Because we do have the Sun and Venus going to square, oh, there it is, going to square Uranus towards the very end of this week on Saturday. So I think these changes that you're making in relationships, the way you're rearranging relationships, and these decisions have a lot to do with where you see your life going, with the kind of life that you want for yourself, with your life direction, with your reputation in some way. Perhaps you have had an unusual career, or your life has taken an unusual direction that it is that you weren't planning on, and you're having to integrate this unusual direction into your relationships in some way, okay? So I think that could be it, or having to get your relationships on board with some kind of unexpected career path or reputation that it is that you have now decided that it is that you want. All right, because this is Uranus, it can be unexpected. Because this is a square, it can be hard, but really needing to help your relationships see and understand where it is that you want your life to go and to bring those two together. And if you can make the changes in your relationships here to have the career and the life direction and the social standing that it is that you want, I think big doors are going to open here where Mars and Jupiter are in your, what is this, your 5th house of happiness. Coming in here, because we do have Mars and Jupiter making a sextile to the Sun, Venus, and Pluto this week. So any changes that you make in your relationships to put your life in the right direction and to have people get on board with where your life is going, I think in the end is going to make you happier in some way. I think it's also going to help you work better with kids if you have any children, to do things better there. And I think it's also going to help you if you have any passion projects or also any entrepreneurial ventures that you're working on, since the 5th house can also rule kind of entrepreneurship in some way too. I think that's going to happen, but first needing to make the changes in your relationships in order for you to start feeling happy once again, start making progress on some passion projects coming in. Okay, being a big thing. Making these changes in relationships as well and readjusting some things is also going to help you here where Chiron is, since the Sun and Venus will also be in a sextile with Chiron this week in your 9th house of something new. So again, It all comes back to making the changes here in relationships, but doing that is also going to help you feel much better about your life, overcome some things that are hurting you here, and really begin to do something new that it is that you need to do, okay? So that's what I see going on this week, but really all about not being afraid of making some rearranging some of your relationships and making some changes that you need to make there to put your life in the right direction so that you can start to feel happy again, find more of the passion that you want in your life, okay, and begin to move forward doing something new perhaps that you have not done before and feeling much better about life, okay? So that's what I've got for you this week, Cancer. Your card for the week is the Nine of Cups reversed. This could bring a little bit of unhappiness this week, discontent, not feeling quite right about things in some way. And I think what it is you need to think about what can you do and what do you need to do to feel more comfortable in life and to feel better about life and to bring that out into the open. I think this could also be a call to pay attention to what's going on inside you and what it is that you need, and to not be afraid to speak perhaps some of your truth and some of what it is that you're feeling as well when it comes to these conversations that you have with other people. And I think that if you can let people know what's going on inside you and what it is that you need to be happier and not neglect some of those feelings that you're having inside, I think it's going to be a lot better for you in the end to begin to put yourself in a better place where you feel more comfortable with what's going on moving forward, okay? So that's what I've got for you this week, Cancer. Thank you so much for watching my horoscope. If you like it, please like it on YouTube, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and I will talk to you later.